Then there's some other questions here. I have drawn to me a production company who will be producing a movie series of my life story, which requires my memoir. What is the best way to offer this love project to the world? Great question. I would say write the memoir that you most want to read. Create the movie series that you most want to watch. And yes, you are doing it for the world. And yes, it is a love project that you are offering to the world. But my guidance is whenever you're creating something, for example, this book, I could not find the guidance, information of how to channel and how to receive guidance and all the other things I share in the book when I first started channeling, and I had to navigate that journey on my own. So really, this book, You Are a Channel, is the gift I would most love to give myself 11, 12, 13 years ago, or back in 2001 when I first had my first experience with communicating with higher realms, when my brother transitioned and I received communication from him. I wish I would have had this book, You Are a Channel, back in 2001. And in fact, if I'm really honest, I wish I had it from the beginning of my life. I think I would have benefited so many times throughout my experience to know how to open my own channel to higher intelligence. So back to your project and offering your love project to the world, write the book you most want to read, create the movie series that you most want to watch. And if at any point in time you feel like, well, I am faced with this choice of here's what people are telling me that people want from me or want to hear in the book or want to see in the movie, and it doesn't align with what you feel is what you would want to read or what you would want to experience, then I encourage you to take some deep breaths and come into stillness and really reconnect with you and your soul using the same process, and then move forward from there. So Halima, best of luck. That sounds so exciting to have a production company who is producing a movie series of your life, including your memoir. Oh my gosh, what a dream come true. Enjoy every moment of it. Really savor every moment of the experience. Creating it is such a powerful, magical time when you are creating a project and something that you love. And really, create the book, create the movie that you would most like to read, that you would most like to watch, and it will be your love project to the world. So I hope that was helpful. Another question here. I have read both books and they have been so influential. So what this is referring to is my first book, The Wisdom of the Council, my second book with best-selling author Mike Dooley, The Dream, the Journey, Eternity, and God. And You Are a Channel is the third book. I have read both books and they have been so influential. Here is what I consistently wonder. If I want something specific, do I focus on it or just raise my vibration and not anything specific? This is a really great question. So when we get really, really specific, we tend to notice the absence of that thing that we want far more than we're in the energy of creating the experience we want to have. We're more in resistance noticing it's not there. So it's really helpful to ask yourself the question, if there's something specific that you want or want to experience, the first thing is to shift it to not, I want to manifest the money to go to Africa on a vacation. I want to manifest the money. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I want to manifest, right? The time or the money. And that is more empowering than thinking, oh, I could never do that, or that could never be possible for me. So it is more empowering than creating the lack or limitation that it's not possible for you. But there is even a more powerful perspective on what you want to create. Instead of, I want to manifest this, say to yourself and really feel into the energy of how fun would it be? How fun would it be to go to Africa? How fun would it be? And then you might start saying, I'm going to Africa. I don't know when, I'm not sure yet. Everything's coming together, but I'm going to Africa. and you start to be in the presence of what it is that you want to experience. And then ask yourself, why? Why do you want to go to Africa? My favorite answer to that is, I don't know. I just have this feeling. I just feel called. I've just had this dream in my heart for as long as I can remember to go to Africa. And that is how you know it is a dream that is inspired within your heart by your soul. And there's no judgment. And I want to make this really clear. There's no judgment. If you say, you know what, I have some friends that went to Africa and I really want to go to Africa because I think it would be fun. If you feel like, oh, maybe that's coming more from my human wanting to have fun versus, oh, it was inspired by my soul, there is no judgment. It's all experiences. So if you do say, oh, why do you want to go to Africa? Oh my gosh, I just feel so called. I can just feel if I was there, how connected I would be with everything, how alive I would feel, how amazing it would be. So now you're kind of tuning into that energy. You're literally starting to direct the particles of infinite creation to align to an experience that is going to be all of that for you. And then you go beyond manifestation into what the council calls true creation, where the particles of infinite creation begin to respond to you, to that vibration, to that frequency of, oh, that would be so fun. I would feel so connected. That would be so amazing. I can just see myself there with the animals on a safari and how magical that would be and just how one with everything I would feel. So you're already raising your vibration significantly by focusing yourself into that place of how fun would that be? How amazing would that be? Now, the most important part, all of that said, the most important part, when you get to that place of feeling that vibration and feeling how fun and feeling so expansive and how alive it would be and how magical it would be, don't then turn around and go, oh, but I never am going to have time to take a week off from work. My boss won't let me. Or, oh, I don't have the money. I don't know how it would happen. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know a travel agent. I don't even know where to fly, right? Don't deny it. That's what lowers your vibration. And that's what feels awful. Not the lack of that experience created in your reality in this moment, but you doubting and denying that it's possible for you. So feel into it really as generally and specifically as you want, but do it from an energy of how fun would that experience be? What am I going to feel when I'm in that experience? Starting to bring it into the present, not, oh, I wish I could go to Africa. Oh, I wish I could draw to me the abundance that I need in order to be able to buy a ticket to go. None of that, right? Just how fun would it be to go to Africa? And then I'm going to Africa, right? This is just an example. You can replace it with anything, any experience you want to have. Start to say, I'm going. I know I'm going. It might be 5 years. It might be 3 years. It might be next month. It might be a year away, but I know I'm going because I can feel that I'm being called there. And when your soul inspires a desire in you, it is really for the purpose of your expansion. And it is already being orchestrated for you at the divine, right, perfect time. So great question. Let's see. How do we receive and allow ourselves to have more material and experiences, more benevolent, generous universe without needing to keep healing layers, ancestral and past life resistance? I love this question. I truly believe that you, from a place of wholeness, knowing your own perfection, knowing your worthiness, can really step into alignment to the benevolent, generous universe. And anything that is not aligned to that comes to the light to be recreated in love. And so my personal perspective and that of the council is not to dig through and drudge through all that's wrong with you, healing all the past life things and ancestral things. They invite us all into realization, which is the integration of every part of you. Realization is a natural evolution. It is a natural evolution. When you go beyond judgment of yourself, the natural evolution into realization becomes available, open, and allowing. So realization is the integration of every part of you, which means that you don't take aspects of you and judge them and deem them unworthy. Just the awareness that realization is the integration of every part of you will start the process, the natural evolution of moving into realization. Don't doubt it. Don't deny it. Don't say, well, I don't know if I'm good enough for that. Start to notice yourself moving into wholeness, completeness, your own perfection, oneness with all that you are. The council says that in the moment of realization, the past is healed and you come into wholeness. And what I have found is there are beautiful experiences that are then orchestrated for something that may be an opportunity for you to bring something fully into alignment with love. And it comes to the light, and from your conscious place of realization, you can see that thing in the light and you can recreate it in love without having to drudge through the stuff. It might bring up a lot of emotion. The more it does, I say, slow down, take some deep breaths, come into stillness, and witness. Witness is a really powerful word. Observe sort of feels kind of passive, but you can witness without entangling with an emotion or an old story or a belief in an ancestral pattern or past life. And so it really is about bringing yourself into wholeness, into oneness, into that state of realization. And then from that place of pure love, allowing anything that is not of pure love to come to the light so it can be created and recreated in love. I hope that was helpful. Yes, assuming the particles of infinite creation are like cells of our body, they really are the cells of our body, but the particles of infinite creation are what is in everything. And that begins to respond to you. How do you keep your vibration when you are around difficult situations or things that trigger you? How do you get your power back? Those types of things. Number one, your force field of consciousness is for you and only you. It is your consciousness, your energy, and you are the light within it all. And so, first step for me, if people outside of you are in a terrible situation or triggering you or annoying you, stop. Take some deep breaths. Go from your head into your heart. Feel for the wholeness, the light within you, and put some space around yourself. Fill that space with light and take some deep breaths until you feel yourself coming back into your power. There's nothing you have to do, but be present, be conscious, and create that space of stillness as you start to feel yourself coming back into the present moment, into your power, feeling more centered. This is really important. I was recently at an event and I walked in and it was really loud and it was commotion and there was all these conversations going on. And I went, whoa. And I immediately went, oh, I want to get out of here. I don't want to be here. Oh, you create this story and judgment in your mind of, oh, blah, 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 why I'm different from these people. And I went, no, stop. I walked outside. I did this exact process. I just closed my eyes. I took some deep breaths. I went from my head into my heart. I really felt for the love in my heart. I filled myself up with that love. I aligned every cell of my body to that love. That love began to feel like light. I filled myself up with my own light. I put some light around me. And when I really felt like I was in my power, I was aligned, I walked back into that room. And I walked back into a totally different experience. It had gotten quiet. The energy felt really light. People seemed really happy. And I went, whoa, that was pretty cool. And so I do this process a lot, and I really encourage you to do the same, to connect into your higher self, to connect into your soul, to connect into your power, to connect into that part of you that is already in wholeness and oneness. And that is where we connect in to receive guidance and messages from our soul, our higher self, or what is the highest guidance for me in this moment.